Looks a bit sinister this, doesn't it? I think I'm gonna put the spanner away just for a second. Hang on. Now, I bought this Range Rover Vogue TD V8 4.4 litre beautiful car a few months ago now via Instagram. I've never seen the car and I'm just chatting to a guy on Instagram. Okay, the money's been sent. Never met the guy, transferred the funds, and the car arrived, which was good news. But there was one thing that I immediately noticed that wasn't quite right. And in order to demonstrate this, we need to go to the rear end. Now, when I bought this, I noticed that there are a few things that weren't quite right. So, we're badgeless. I know that's an option. I know some people prefer to be badgeless, but it wasn't just the badges. So we've got 2 badges missing. The paintwork looked a lot better than the rest of the car. We've got this cheap, tacky chrome strip that's been put on, which is already falling off like... Ow. And of course, you may remember, we couldn't actually get the bottom part of the tailgate to open for a good long time. And eventually, after some thorough investigating, we found out that it had been unplugged. So, very extensive, laborious job to fix that. We plugged it back in, it opened, and then once it was open, all right, trying to get your hand in my video. And then once it was working, we found out that this rotten old screw and this had all come off, and we've just got issues. We've got rear end issues in this car. So all of that led me to believe that maybe this car had been in some sort of rear end collision. It wasn't adding up. It didn't seem quite right to me. However, having done some checks, we've done like Car Vertical and really looked into the history of this car, there's no evidence of anything like that at all. So whether it's happened and it hasn't been reported or it hasn't happened, I'm not sure. I don't think I'll ever find out truly. But in today's video, we're going to be trying to restore this boot slightly and bring it back to how it should look, and it's going to be a fiddly job, an intricate job. I can't say I'm looking forward to it, to be honest with you. Nice positive start to the video as always, but it's a fiddly one. I put the Range Rover badge on the front of our old L3. Sorry. Do you want to pick a small crunchy bit of leaf to stand in, George? Yeah. Our old L322 had rotting, oxidised, like mottled, not very nice looking Range Rover badges. So I put those on and it took a long time. It's just a fiddly job. So a few things we're going to do today. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you as always for clicking on this video. So the idea with today's video is to improve the Range Rover, to leave it better than we found. We're not leaving it in the car park today. This is not a ditching video. Leave it in a better way than it was when we started the video. We've done some eBaying and some shopping and got some bits, and we're going to try and show you the whole like start to finish process on that today. So if you are new around here, please don't forget to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up if you enjoy it today, or do it now because you might enjoy it. And if you decide at the end that you didn't enjoy it, you can always go and put a thumbs down and change your mind. It's fine. So without further ado, let's spin her around because this is actually the wrong end. Spin her around, get the nice sunlight on the other end and get cracking. Cracking. Rear end. Crack. What a great noise. So we're going to start with a new chrome strip that's not chrome because I don't think it looks very good being chrome, and we tried to polish it up in the detailing video. It still looks a bit scratched and a bit not very nice. This one is the correct one to match the Range Rover badge and the rest of the car, so it's going to look 10 times better, I reckon. And it's literally stuck on. It's very hard to see that, but you can see here. There you go, I'm pulling it off right now. I didn't think it'd actually be this easy to pull off. This shouldn't be this easy, should it? It shouldn't just, I'm just pulling a bit of plastic off my car. Oh, goodness me, that looks nice underneath. Maybe should have checked that the new one's right before removing the old one, but yeah, it looks the same, it'll be fine. So, that one's off, we can get rid of that. Well, firstly, we need to clean this up because it's looking vile. I don't even know what that is. Oh, it's just like dust. Look, that's going to come off easily. So we're just getting off old bits of glue here. Luckily, it's not all the way along. It's just a tiny little bit. And the rest, I reckon, will come off with like water, then quick detailer maybe just to finish off the job. So that side's done. Tiny bit more here. It's coming off very easily. Okay, so we're going to... Brilliant. Too much beading, too much product on here to actually keep the water on the cloth. Look, it's just running off. There you go. Okay, so very annoying working on a boot that keeps opening, isn't it? Sort of like lifting into the air every time I try and do anything. So a lot of that dust is just coming off with a wipe. Oh, wait, all of it's coming off with a wipe. That was a lot easier than I'd anticipated because I don't think this chrome strip's been on that long and I don't think it's meant to be on. So yeah, nice, not bad. And again, look here, the paint underneath. This is not right. Look at this. Something dodgy is going on here, I'm sure of it. Bit of rapid detailer. We do need to give it a clean actually again, but I didn't want to clean it. Maybe we should have cleaned it before this video. I thought clean it after the video as a sort of finishing the job thing, but maybe before and after would have been a good idea. But we're here now, we're fine. Right, so I want to get rid of any little bits of residue here. I'm also going to use the panel wipe. Just looks so nice. In the sunshine, this paint colour is so lovely. Baltic blue, if you're wondering. Now I'm gonna take this one out of the packaging. This was £29 on eBay. Non-genuine part, because the genuine part was £100, and this is the same. This is the same, so I'm happy with that. And I like saving £70 where I can. Right, let's check that we are bone dry here. There's still a bit of residue. I'm actually gonna go again with a panel wipe. I feel like this is gonna be a one chance situation. Like, this is only gonna be as sticky as it needs to be once. If I do it here and then do it here straight, and then I just sort of hold it there for a second, and then I hold it there for a second. Okay. The pressure is on. We're getting low, we're lining up, my heart rate's up. George, can you hold that end quickly? Because it's just, I think it's actually a bit bent, the actual bit of plastic. Hold there just for 2 hours, George, you'll be fine. Your cramp in your hand you'll get used to it soon, don't worry. Right, I think that looks good. Okay, so it's looking much better, it looks really good. I don't know how long I want to hold it for because I'm kind of nervous. I don't want it to ping off. So I am going to do a bit more pressing for a second. Yeah, but a million times better than this chrome. I mean, it's just so tacky before and after. So much better. And I think this will, I mean, it's not going to get all scratched up and stuff as badly either because it's matte. Was it matte? What do you say? Like satin finish, I'd say that's good. But obviously last time they put it on, they didn't hold it for long enough, or I don't know, it's pinged up on the right side, so I'm trying to avoid that happening again. But no, very pleased with that. Much better. Right, that took a lot of concentration, but the next job is going to take even more because we're going into the Vogue and the TDV8 badges. TDV8's fine, it's a bit simpler. The Vogue one is individual letters, and I hate individual letters like this. I hate it. You have to have it in a dead straight line for it to look good. If you get one thing that's wrong, it's like when you have a number plate and someone's done it a bit weirdly and the numbers are out, your eyes go to it straight away. You can't hide from it. We need to get in our concentration game now. So I've been having these mental performance shots every day for the last 7 days. So Magic Mind got in touch with me and they said, Lucy, we want to send you some of these, see what you think. I work with a lot of brands on this channel, but I like to try things before recommending them to you, and that is exactly what I've done. The idea behind these is to help with things like energy levels, sleep, focus, concentration, productivity. My weeks are mental at the moment. I am completely flat out. We are so busy in every single way. Having something that can like help me to focus more and get more done in my day has just been ideal. So I said to Magic Mind, okay, I'll try these out for 7 days. I'll let you know how I feel after the 7 days. And I can now say, I am feeling focused. I am feeling energetic. I'm sleeping well at night. I feel motivated. You can have these in quite a few ways. I personally have just been having them as shots because it's way more convenient. I've seen recipes of like people making them into like iced drinks and it looks very fancy, but for me, time is of the essence. Screw the cap off. It actually tastes really good as well. The smell's like passion fruity, and then just have it as a quick, easy shot. So good, and there's some amazing ingredients in this. Ceremonial grade matcha being one of my favourites as a big matcha fan, and mushrooms organically grown in California. This is available in over 65 countries worldwide. There's going to be a link below if you want to check it out, or you can use code LUCYON20 for 48% off your first subscription in the first 10 days, or 20% off on a one-off order. And thanks again to Magic Mind for sponsoring today's video. So now that we've got peak concentration levels, we are moving on to the dreaded badges. So we've got easy TDV8. It's a one badge. It's a simple organism, shall we say? No, it's not a thing, is it? So that's fine, that's going to be easy. And then my dreaded is this, the Vogue, which is all separate letters. Love it. And I know you can buy stencils, but I like to challenge myself. I think I've got an eye for these things. We haven't even got any tools to make this right. The TDV8 is genuine, the Vogue is non-genuine, and our prices for these, let me try and remember. The TDV8 was, I can't remember. So I'll put them on the screen. TDV8 was this much, Vogue was this much. So I think I need to get up a picture of how this is meant to look. It's crazy, isn't it? Shouldn't I have like the actual dimensions to measure it? And I'm just like eyeing it. Silly, isn't it? I'm literally Googling the rear end of an L322. Here we are, if that one looks good. Oh goodness me, it's literally in the centre. Okay, that's easy enough. And that, I'm not joking, that Vogue doesn't look straight to me. Yeah, literally it's in the centre. That's quite a good one to copy. The TDV8 is just above the light. Oh gosh, this is really hard. Oh. Do we have a tape measure in here? We don't, do we? It's fine. We'll make it work. We will make it work. still feels so smooth from my ceramic coating that you may remember I put on. A few scratches here actually I didn't know about, but that's fine. Gosh, look, I can see your trainers perfectly through that. Can you see me? Hello. Only me. Perfect, so that's looking and feeling good. This is still stuck on, which is great, so that's holding well. Oh gosh, okay. I think I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna close my eyes, pin the tail on the donkey style and just go like that and see where it ends up. Because no one really cares or knows. Like, does anyone actually know? Unless you have this car. No, I care. I do care. I'm only joking. I do care. Okay, let's just see how it would be. So I reckon, judging on my zoomed in blurry photo off of Google Images of the rear end of a TDV8, it's obviously central on this panel. It's probably, I'm going to go with the scientific term of a bit up from the bottom of this light. So if we're there, and a bit up, okay. And then I reckon if I do this first, this is gonna be like a ruler for where I'm gonna balance my Vogue on top. So I think it's a good idea to start with this. It'd be nice to have a spirit level, but I don't have one with me. Very prepared. Do you reckon that looks about right? No, that's wonky, isn't it? This is gonna be difficult, unless I am clever and do something with this. I don't know, I'm imagining it's like a ruler. So if we do, so what I'm gonna do to measure the actual area, I'm gonna take this. This is my new tape measure. Right, so this goes along here. We're being very clever here. Yeah, so we're gonna cut this in half. No, we're not, we're gonna do this here. So stupid, I bet everyone's cringing in the comments as always. But that's basically how to centralise it, right? So if we do it like that, keep my finger there, and then it will hopefully, when it goes to there, be in the centre. If I've done this right. Does that look central, George? Yeah, we'll do the height in a minute, but like, does that look central?
Yeah, it does. So,
this method worked well. It's called the red string method. But now I need to get the back of the plastic off. Okay, so we're gonna just go for it. Shall I just go for it? What are your thoughts? Just go for it.
You did all that lettering before.
I did all that lettering, but I think I had a stencil. So if I go for like, oh, I've moved it quite a lot. Okay, we're onto fresh paint now, right? I'm relying on you, George, to tell me.
No.
Is that central either side, left and right? Are we the same both sides?
Yeah.
Are we though?
I think that looks good.
Yeah? Well, I've not pressed it at all yet, just in case. We've just balanced it lightly. I'm going to check my method. I'm committing. I'm happy that it's the same both sides. It's a bit above the light. There we go. Done. Easy. Onto this. What's happened here anyway? Look. Oh, there is a stencil, but it's not in right. Look. Or is it? That looks right. Maybe it is. Let's see. Really want to drive up that hill. So if I peel off each back letter, I can just do that. But then, this is why you buy genuine parts. Amazing. So maybe it was meant to be wonky. Maybe that picture was right. What is the you doing? What are you doing? Goodness me. Okay, so I mean, if I can try and move that down a bit, I might still be able to use a stencil, because look, it's all come off at the back. I'll do that one separately, and then the rest I'll do on the stencil, because I think the stencil is there for a reason, but I cannot rely on that now, because it's done. Okay, the U's out. I can still put it in there, can't I? I can put it back in a minute. That's probably what you do for all of them, isn't it? Take them all out. I don't know. No, I'll just peel the backs off of all the letters. By the way, we had a Land Rover employee. That sounds a bit dodgy, doesn't it? Like we've done some like back end thing. A very nice man who worked at Land Rover in their parts department. I think he's a parts manager, and he watches the channel. He kindly emailed and he's helped me figure out exactly what badges need to go on here, as in how it came out of the factory, how it should be. You know, I like to get things back to how they should be. That's what we're doing today. So these are the absolute correct, minus it not being a genuine part, correct looking badges for this car. We thought it might have been a Vogue SE. We've confirmed it's a Vogue. It's always good to get like your head around exactly what you've got with cars like that.
Yeah, like the top right of the B is almost in line with that.
E just doesn't look good. Just not sure about this whole stencil thing. I feel like I'd be better doing it freehand. Let me just keep them really loose. Like I've not pushed it at all yet. Oh, nice. Just see how it looks. So we've got some cleaning up to do, as you can see, but it is straight and the spacing's correct. So it looks like the Vogue, the O is too close to the V, but that's how it is in this picture. That's how it is in the stencil. Let me see some others. Like, it is like that. And I remember thinking that before when I looked at someone else's. It does look like it's a bit too far over, but you know, the O on the V is like bang on. It's exactly how it should be. So I've not pushed it in hard yet because I'm still gonna line the U up quickly, because that was I don't know, not possible on the stencil because it had been already ripped out for whatever reason. So let me just quickly chuck this on. And again, it looks like it's too far that way, but the correct photos, I say correct, I'm just following this, but both of the pictures, all three of the pictures I've looked at, yeah, it's bang on. Like, that is meant to be in line with that. This one's sort of just halfway over the U. I think we've done quite a good job there. I think I'm fairly happy. So a tiny bit of glue left on there. So I've got a tool at home I can get that out with. I just don't want to use anything metal. So a bit of plastic pick thingy. I'll get into that later. But yeah, happy with that. Wow, I think that looks a million times better. It looks classy. It looks proper. I don't like debadging cars. I've never been a fan. I think there's some instances where I probably would debadge. I don't know, if I drove like a BMW 116i or something, and I wanted it to look a bit sportier, I may take that off. I don't even know if they do a 116i now. I'm just saying that because I remember that when I worked there, but I'm so out of the game with new cars, it's ridiculous. But yeah, I'm just not into debadging. But I don't know, is there a situation in life where you would debadge your car? Let me know in the comments. Our final part of the rear end fixing day, rear end redemption, rear end revamp, rear end rehabilitation, Range Rover rear end revamp. Say that out loud. I don't care if you're on your own in your house. Say that out loud and see how quickly you can say it. It's a tongue twister. Range Rover rear end revamp. I've been soaking this in WD-40 for many months now, well, a couple of weeks. So in theory, this bolt should come loose. I should just get the spanner on it, twist it, done, easy. So we're going to try. If that doesn't work today, we are booked in with a specialist. I don't want to get too into this. I'm a bit scared of rust. I've got a fear of rust, a rust phobia. It just terrifies me, the stuff. It grows. I don't like it. Spreads where you don't want it to. I don't want to get too into this. I've had so many people warn me in comments, DMs on Instagram, emails, saying, Lucy, be careful. If you start going at that and you rip off part of this, you're going to have to replace the whole thing. And I don't really want to have to do that. So we're going to have a go, wiggle it, see if anything happens. If it doesn't, it's not meant to be, and I'm fine with it. I don't want to make a massive hole in the side. I'm going to ask the specialist what they think, if they can get it off, if they think it's worth me getting the whole thing redone. Because I mean, if it is something that needs doing, we're going to do it. It is a shame it's how the car is, but it's just one of those things. But currently we only have half the support that we need for the rear tailgate. So obviously we're good here. I trust this part. This one, a tiny bit of pressure there. It's like bouncing up and down. So I don't really want to use it for what I love using it for, which is change my walking boots. And like, I don't know, it's a nice feature. It's one of my favourite bits of this car, and right now I can't use it. Mole grips were the plan, couldn't find them. So this is the second plan, tool of choice. So
Yeah.
I'm on it. Let's see. No, this is too big. We need a small one. No, nothing, no movement whatsoever. Absolutely no movement whatsoever, like literally zero. WD-40's done nothing. There was another one people recommended, which is a word I've forgotten, but thank you if you recommended that. I'll read the comments, and if the garage we're taking it to recommend trying again with that, then I'll buy some and do that. I'll ask them about that as well, because we have got the parts. We've got the new ones of these to put on, but I just can't get this bit off. I just don't think it's worth doing it and damaging it with the lack of knowledge that I have, because even if I get this bolt off, I need to then get all of this off. This whole, like, it's just become one big piece of metal. It's just one big rusty mountain that is slightly useless to me at the moment. Thank you for all your comments with help on that video, but I am going to leave it to the experts, because as a lot of people tell me in every video, I am no expert. I had someone recently tell me I should have a channel about curly eyelashes and nails. I don't think I should. Sounds quite boring to me. Not my thing. And on that, just quickly, like, you're free to watch whatever you want on YouTube. I do like to remind people that sometimes, because I don't mind the comments where people say, oh, I've wasted I've wasted half an hour of my life. Why are you making me watch this? And you don't know what you're talking about, and da 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 da. You shouldn't be talking about cars. You don't have enough knowledge. I don't mind. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't faze me. It doesn't affect me. I quite enjoy them. It's entertainment for me, and I like seeing the replies to them from some of you guys backing me up in the comments. So thank you for that. But I know I'm not an expert. I'm not a technician. I'm not a mechanic. I'm not an engineer. I'm not someone who knows everything about every single car in the world. But I enjoy driving cars. I enjoy trying my best to do things on cars. I don't know. I'm not gonna stand here and say I'm an expert. I've never said that. I just really enjoy making these videos, and I think you don't have to be an expert. That's why YouTube's great. You don't have to be an expert on something to make a whole channel about it. If you've got a passion and something you enjoy, it's amazing, and it's somewhere that you can just chat about it. And I think a lot of you in the comments seem to be similar to me, where you've just got a real passion for cars and like chatting about them with people who like cars as well. So it's not that deep. I'm not trying to claim to be an expert. So I wanted to just put that in writing. But huge thank you to anyone who does watch these videos, because I know they're not for everyone. Like I said, I enjoy making them. A fair few of you seem to enjoy watching them, which is great. I've got some big plans for the channel, and I am not kidding when I say that. We have got, okay, what's the next video? You've seen the Defender video, then this one. We have got some big plans for the channel, and something's happening very soon that I'm very excited to announce. The rest of this year and next, I'm taking the channel to new levels. You'll see what I mean very soon, but I'm just so passionate about it. I love it, and it's great that lots of you seem to want to watch. Thank you for all of your advice on the Porsche, that video on Auto Trader where I was figuring out what I'm going to do next. We are viewing a car. I'm going to leave it there. Some things are better left unsaid for dramatic purposes. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Bit of a random DIY job. I think it was successful, minus the bolt situation, but the rear end's looking great, I have to say. So thanks so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you very soon in the next Lucy on Cars. Goodbye.